Have you ever wondered how a kid, born in one of the toughest neighborhoods of Ohio, turned himself into a global basketball empire worth over $1 billion? This is the story of LeBron James, the king, who came from nothing but built everything. LeBron Ramon James was born on December 30th, 1984, in Akron, Ohio, a small industrial city that wasn't exactly known for dreams coming true. His mom, Gloria James, was just 16 years old when she had him. His father, Anthony McClelland, was mostly absent, leaving young LeBron and his mom to face life on their own. Life wasn't easy. Gloria struggled to find stable work, and they moved from apartment to apartment, sometimes even staying with friends or relatives when money ran out. LeBron grew up surrounded by poverty, violence, and uncertainty. But even in those difficult years, one thing stood out: his incredible talent for sports. At a young age, LeBron started playing football and he was really good. But then he discovered basketball, and the court quickly became his escape. He used to carry a ball everywhere, even to bed. Neighbors remember seeing him practice alone for hours, dribbling through cracked sidewalks, shooting at makeshift hoops built out of milk crates. By the time he was in middle school, everyone in Akron was talking about that tall kid with unreal skills. But his life wasn't just about basketball. LeBron struggled in school because of all the moving. Some years, he missed almost half of the school days. But when his coach, Frank Walker, invited him to live with his family for stability, things started to change. Frank was the first adult male figure who gave LeBron structure and guidance. He introduced him to organized basketball, and more importantly, to discipline. LeBron learned that talent was nothing without hard work. When he entered St. Vincent St. Mary High School, it was clear that something special was about to happen. LeBron wasn't just a talented high school player, he was a phenomenon. At St. Vincent St. Mary, he became a national sensation almost overnight. The gym was packed every single game. People drove for hours just to watch a 16-year-old play basketball. Reporters from Sports Illustrated and ESPN started showing up. By the time he was a junior, LeBron was already being called the Chosen One. That nickname stuck. It even became his first big tattoo. But it wasn't just his skills. LeBron had a rare combination of athleticism, basketball IQ, and leadership. He could score, pass, rebound. He made his teammates better. Even as a kid, he thought like a pro. He studied Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson tapes, not for highlights, but for strategy. He wanted to learn how greatness worked. And it showed. When LeBron entered the 2003 NBA draft, the entire basketball world was watching. The Cleveland Cavaliers, his home state team, had the #1 pick. It felt like destiny. When his name was called, the crowd erupted. It wasn't just the start of a career, it was the beginning of a new era. He signed his rookie contract with the Cavaliers, worth $18.8 million over 4 years. Life-changing. Money for a kid who once couldn't afford new shoes. And then came the real game changer, Nike. Before even playing a single NBA game, LeBron signed a $90 million deal with Nike. Yes, $90 million. It was the largest rookie shoe deal in history. People questioned it. Was it too much hype? Too soon? But LeBron didn't care. He had been underestimated his whole life. Now, it was time to prove that he truly was the chosen one. His first NBA game was on October 29, 2003, against the Sacramento Kings. He scored 25 points, with 9 assists, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals. An unbelievable debut. Right from game 1, he looked like he belonged there. Commentators said, "He's not playing like a rookie, he's playing like a veteran." And from that moment, it was clear this wasn't just another young star. This was the beginning of a legacy. By the end of his first season, LeBron won the Rookie of the Year award, averaging 20.9 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 5.9 assists per game. The city of Cleveland, a city that hadn't won a major sports title in decades, started to believe again. And it was because of one man. LeBron wasn't just playing basketball. He was building hope. He was building his story, one game, one dream, one shot at a time. By 2005, LeBron James wasn't just a basketball player anymore. He was a global. In his early years with the Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron was unstoppable. Each season, his stats went higher. He was scoring 30 points a night, dunking over defenders, and making impossible passes look easy. Fans started calling him King James. The nickname first appeared as a joke, a play on his dominance. But soon, it became a symbol. It wasn't arrogance, it was prophecy. Because LeBron wasn't just playing for Cleveland, he was carrying the entire city on his back. By 2007, LeBron led the Cavaliers to their first NBA Finals. He was only 22 years old, but they faced the San Antonio Spurs, one of the greatest, most disciplined teams ever. The result? A clean sweep. Cleveland lost 4-0. It was a brutal reality check. LeBron had done the impossible, brought his team to the finals, but the loss showed how much more he needed to grow. He didn't have the right teammates, the right system, or the experience yet. Still, that failure became fuel. LeBron went back to work, harder, faster, stronger. Every offseason, he added new weapons to his game: better shooting, better defense, better leadership. By 2009, he won his first NBA MVP award, proof that he was the most valuable player in the league. He averaged 28.4 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 7.2 assists. Numbers that most players could only dream of. He was at the top of the world, but one thing still haunted him. He had no championship ring. All the fame, all the endorsements, all the MVPs, they meant nothing if he couldn't win it all. And as the seasons passed, it became clear that Cleveland couldn't give him what he needed. The pressure was building, and everyone could feel it. The question was, would the King stay loyal to his hometown, or would he chase his destiny elsewhere? On July 8, 2010, the entire world stopped for a single TV special. LeBron James sat in a chair, calm, collected, ready to change the course of basketball history. The interviewer asked, "So, LeBron, what's your decision?" And he replied with one of the most famous and controversial lines in sports history: "I'm taking my talents to South Beach." The moment those words left his mouth, everything exploded. Fans in Cleveland were heartbroken. Some even burned his jersey in the streets. The city felt betrayed. But LeBron wasn't running away. He was making a choice for his future. In Miami, he teamed up with Dwyane Wade and Chris Bosh, forming a super team unlike anything the NBA had seen before. They called it the Big Three. LeBron went from local hero to national villain overnight. People booed him in every arena. Headlines called him a coward, a sellout. But you know what LeBron did? He stayed silent, and he worked. His first year in Miami was tough. The Heat made it to the finals, but lost to the Dallas Mavericks in 2011. The media tore him apart. They said he couldn't handle the pressure. They said he wasn't clutch. That loss broke him, but it also transformed him. LeBron went into what he later called his dark mode. He shut down interviews, turned off social media, and focused completely on basketball. He studied legends. He worked on his post moves with Hakeem Olajuwon, a Hall of Famer. He came back stronger, smarter, deadlier. The next year, in 2012, everything changed. LeBron finally became the player he was always meant to be. Dominant, composed, unstoppable. He led Miami to its first championship of the Big Three era, beating the Oklahoma City Thunder. LeBron was named NBA Finals MVP, silencing every critic. And just like that, the villain turned into the champion. The very next year, in 2013, the Heat did it again, this time defeating the San Antonio Spurs in a legendary 7-game series. LeBron earned his second consecutive title, his fourth MVP award, and his place among basketball's elite. For the first time, King James truly felt like a king. He had what he came for: rings, respect, redemption. But even in victory, something inside him whispered, "It's not finished yet." Because for LeBron, greatness wasn't just about winning. It was about where you win. And deep down, he knew he had to go home. That decision would change everything again. LeBron didn't just come back for basketball. He came back for redemption, for Akron, for Ohio, for every fan who had believed, even when it hurt to. The 2014 to 2015 season started with huge expectations. LeBron teamed up with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, forming a new Big Three, this time in his home state. The first year wasn't easy. Injuries, chemistry issues, pressure. But somehow, LeBron carried them all the way to the NBA Finals again. It was his 5th straight Finals appearance, an insane record. However, injuries hit hard. Kyrie and Love both went down. LeBron was left alone to battle the Golden State Warriors, a young, explosive team led by Stephen Curry. He played out of his mind, averaging nearly a triple-double, but it wasn't enough. The Cavs lost in 6 games. Most players would have been crushed. But LeBron, he smiled, nodded, and said, "We'll be back." And he was right. The next season, those Mui Kingsi at those Mui Diseases was destiny in motion. The Warriors were dominating. They broke the record for most wins in a season, 73-9. No one thought Cleveland stood a chance. No one. Except LeBron. The finals rematch was set. Golden State versus Cleveland, round 2. Early on, things looked bad. Cleveland fell behind 3-1 in the series. Every analyst said, "It's over." But then, history began to change. LeBron went superhuman. In Game 5, he scored 41 points. In Game 6, he did it again, another 41. He was everywhere, blocking shots, making passes, yelling, fighting. The energy was electric. Then came Game 7, June 19, 2016, one of the greatest nights in basketball history. With less than 2 minutes left, the score was tied. Andre Iguodala went for a fast break layup, and then to insert clip, LeBron's legendary block on Iguodala. LeBron chased him down and delivered one of the most iconic blocks ever. Commentators screamed, "Blocked by James." Moments later, Kyrie hit the go-ahead three-pointer, and when the final buzzer sounded, it was over. Cleveland, after 52 years without a championship, finally had their title. LeBron fell to the floor, tears in his eyes, whispering the words, "Cleveland, this is for you." It wasn't just a win. It was a redemption story, written by the kid who once had nothing. LeBron didn't just bring a trophy home. He brought back hope, pride, and belief to an entire city. That moment defined him forever. The king had come home and conquered. When you talk about LeBron James, you're not just talking about basketball. You're talking about resilience, faith, and vision. A boy from Akron who slept on the floor one night, and the next night dreamed of owning the world. Every game, every failure, every victory, it was all part of something bigger. He wasn't chasing points. He was chasing purpose. He gave Cleveland their first championship in over 50 years. He inspired millions of kids to believe that where you start doesn't define where you finish. He opened schools, funded dreams, changed lives, and did it all while staying humble, staying grounded. LeBron James isn't just the king. He's a mirror for anyone who ever felt small, forgotten, or underestimated. "Don't let anyone write your story for you," he once said. "Pick up the pen and start." And maybe that's why people love him. Because he's not perfect. He's flawed, emotional, human, but he never stops. He keeps showing up, keeps believing, keeps building. That's LeBron's real secret. Not the money, not the fame, but the mindset. Work hard, stay true, and never lose your rhythm. And now, one last question for you. If you had LeBron's drive, his discipline, his empire, what would you build? Deep rhythm. Because every legend has a beat.
To be continued.